So I just went through what I would liken to the equivalent of giving birth, but in my mouth. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Well, quick backstory is when I was a teenager, I had my wisdom teeth removed. One of them, they were all impacted, wrapped around a nerve, the whole thing. They put me under, took out the teeth, boom. Well, for a couple decades, that space there has become a pocket in the back molar. And shyster dentists have tried to fix it, and they have not. Finally met an amazing periodontist who said, oh, I totally have a fix for that. And I'm still under the anesthesia, by the way, and I'm a little slurry, but I want to make sure I record this because I feel like my face got hit by a fucking train. And you'll know why in a moment. So he said, I can do this osseous surgery. I've had it with him before. We'll put a bone in there, bone graft, and it'll seal up the hole. Good to go. Where have you been all my life? What did I learn? Next time, if I have to go through this, lessons learned, go under, like I did with the wisdom teeth. Similar to birth, giving birth, get the strongest shit you can so you don't have to endure this. Number 2, have like a fluffy animal or something to make you feel comfortable, because that would have been really nice. If you don't have the option to go under, then fluffy animal still. Really good playlist. Make sure that maybe get some wired ones, because during mine, homegirl hit the earbud and paused it. So for the 1.5-hour surgery, halfway, I had nothing but my humming skills. Don't open your eyes, ever. Ever don't open your eyes. There are some other ones, but this was like giving birth. And by the way, my labor was 1 hour. This was longer than labor for me to give birth. And from what I remember of that, it was just like, you got to get through it. You got to focus, get through it. You have moments of relief and relaxation, and then you just got to like go through it again. You just got to muscle through. And what is the process of this surgery, right? It is, he puts a local anesthesia, which by the way, they have good stuff. It just hits so much faster. Then he has to peel down the gum. Then he has to clean the area, which is good. And think about that. It's been over 20 years of this, because no one could ever get down that far. The pocket was so deep that the girl said, my instrument cannot give you an accurate measurement because it stops at 10. Okay. So you clean everything. He's scraping, he's going. And anesthesia does not prevent you from feeling pressure. So I'm feeling that and I'm hearing it right in my head, right? And no playlist can get rid of that. So maybe get some good songs to hum. And he's going and going. And just when I want to cry, he moves away and he's done. And I realized that my butt was levitating off the chair because I was tensing up so much, I was becoming flat. And so we go away, I'm like, relax, okay. Relax, Drea, relax. Then do it again, relax. So you're going through a workout, very much like a labor. You're just tensing and going and just trying to get through it. And then he had to shave the tooth to make it smooth. And that just kept going and going. And then that nerve from the wisdom teeth, he found the nerve. And then you smell the bone because he's shaving, he's going again. It's over 20 years of just like divots and all kinds of stuff that's probably been happening. And you smell it, it's like, oh God, it's the worst thing ever. But okay, you can get through it. I'm like, mantras. He knows what he's doing. He will get through it. He knows what he's doing. He's getting through it. Meanwhile, my body's getting tighter. He walks away to do whatever. And I relax. And then he does it again. And I'm like, oh. And then now with the anticipation is building for when he's going to hit that nerve again, I can just feel him going deeper. And I'm like, oh my God, how far does this tooth go? Like, he went down to the root. I swear to God, he went down to the root. Later on, he said, you might need a root canal if this doesn't work. And just when I'm like that precipice of just like crying, I don't know if you ever saw The Princess Bride, but there's that scene, spoilers, Wesley is in the machine, and afterwards he endures level 1, and the 6-fingered man says, how was that? And he just starts whimpering and crying. Like, I was Wesley in that moment. I just wanted to cry. Honestly, I thought I might pee myself, because there was just so much like pressure building up. I'm like, and if I let go, I'm gonna pee myself. But you know what? At least it's a release. So I'm okay to pee myself. I'm wearing black tights. I'll be fine. I didn't pee myself. And then, again, I'm about to cry. And then he's doing some more stuff. And I look at the woman and I'm like, is he done cutting? And she's like, yeah, he's done cutting. And then he has to fill it. And I open my eyes and I just see this stuff coming at me, like right at the bone, which didn't freak me out. But just like how it was coming at my face. And all the pain as it was. And it's like, and then he has to pack it in there, right near the nerve, all the things. And it's like, oh my God, I want to cry again. I'm tensing up and letting go and tensing up and letting go. And again, you know, there's no playlist here to distract me. So I'm just like in my head singing, humming. I found Can You Read My Mind from Superman? Don't know why. And Mika's Relax. Really great lyrics. But they only worked for so long, because then I'm like, I can't relax. This is intense. I just want to get through this. Just, there's a light at the tunnel. Just, it's okay. It's okay. Don't open your eyes. Don't open your eyes, Drea. Don't open your eyes. Don't open your eyes. Don't open your eyes. I opened my eyes. When he would walk away. And then I thought, oh, do I hit my earbud? No, I don't want to touch anything, right? I'm just going to stay here. And I'm like holding my hands. Again, would have been nice to have a plushie. Close my eyes. And then all of a sudden I feel something else. And I feel the fishing line, the stitches. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. He's almost done. And then it's like, cut it. Oh, wait, please don't cut my lip. Please don't cut my lip. He didn't cut my lip. He's going and going and going. Again, he's in the back. So it's like, you know, probably one of the hardest spots you can do. And this whole time in my head, I'm like, it's going to leave a mighty bruise. Like, you know, when like you bump yourself so hard, you're like, that's going to leave a bruise. Like, that's how my face feels right now. There's that. It was dry. They said there was lots of blood, but the girl was great about suctioning. And then, you know, all that. And, oh, so intense. So afterwards, I'm just like shaking, right? Because my body's been tense and relaxed, tense and relaxed. And I haven't been able to drink anything for an hour and a half. And thank goodness I went to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom before him. It's another lesson. Yeah. So it was longer than labor. Very intense. So psychologically, like, had to just endure and get through it. And I knew there was an end. And it was like, don't anticipate the end. Just get through every single second that you can and know that it will be done. Also very telling how it was similar to birth, giving labor, right? All that, stitches, sign of the end. And then afterwards, he's like, you might want to have some narcotics. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, Norco? I'm like, yeah, give me some of that. I had that after I gave birth. Similar to the advice of giving birth. Do not do any heavy exercise for a week. Right? Take care of yourself. Chill. You know, certain foods and things like that. Like, yeah, this was intense. My body went through a thing. I'm glad I did it. I don't think any of us planned for it to be that labor intensive. It was only an hour planned surgery. It took an hour and a half. So, no regrets. Lessons learned. If I have to do this again, whether it's a root canal or anything of this, that's, you know, clearly been a thing for longer than, you know, if it's beyond a regular cleaning, put me under. Put me under. Give me laughing gas. If not, give me a fucking eye patch. Maybe that's the next thing. Give me an eye patch so if I open my eyes, I don't see anything. Okay, folks? Get under if you can. If you can't, bring a plushie. Bring an eye patch. Wired headphones. Go to the bathroom. Get all the drugs you can afterwards, because you will need it. And I wish you well. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from my experiences. I always say that. Have a great day.